as we come together to embrace a new beginning. Guide us in our sometimes faltering footsteps as we ascend into the unknown. Give us the courage to be ourselves and explore new dimensions in our lives. Help us to grow as individuals, never letting yesterday's mistakes be our bitter enemy. Let us have dreams that can be fulfilled, and dreams which inspire us to reach our goals. Help us to see good in everyone and everything. Let us walk through a rainstorm and still have walked in sunshine. Underneath every gray cloud is a silver lining. Help us to see the silver linings underneath our shattered images. In the words of Desiderata, let us speak our truth quietly and clearly and listen to others. Let us leave a lasting imprint in life that neither time nor change can wash away. Guide us to make the choices that will benefit future generations. We, the class of 1987, have reached the end of our journey. We will all be going our separate ways, but we can remain united in spirit. May our paths meet again at a different time and a different place. Amen.
As president of the senior class, I would like to welcome our friends, teachers, and relatives to the class of 1987's commencement ceremonies. But most of all, I would like to welcome our parents, who have unquestionably been the most powerful and influential beings in our lives. Through their experiences, wisdom, and encouragement, they have molded us into the courageous beings that we are. As for the class of 1987, I not only welcome you to our long-awaited graduation ceremonies, but I ask, as one final request, that you, as individuals, welcome the challenge of life. Don't hold back because of your fears. Overcome them. Take care, class of 1987.
Buenas tardes. De parte de la clase de 1987, les queremos dar la bienvenida a nuestros amigos, maestros y padres. Especialmente a nuestros padres por habernos brindado todo su cariño y amor durante los últimos 4 años. A ustedes les dedicamos esta graduación. Muchas gracias.
Fellow graduates, ladies and gentlemen. The other day I was driving down the highway when I happened to glance at the odometer. It read 198.2 miles, the distance I had driven to the car since I had last hit the reset button. My first thought, however, was not about mileage, but about years. You see, it looked like 1982. Over the next 25 seconds, I proceeded to watch 1984, 85, 86, and 87 go by. It occurred to me that in a lot of ways, high school has gone by just as quickly. That event, it was at that moment that it hit me that I was really getting out of high school. That event that had always been so far distant was now at hand. It is real. But while the conflicting emotions of that realization were hitting me, I kept glancing at the odometer. 2004, 2005, 2006. What will the world be like then? It is easy, perhaps too tempting, to project horrendous problems into the future. That wasn't really it. I've always believed that any problem can be solved through power, willpower, and rationality. I guess what scared me was a fear that we as a society are losing our will. Many people seem to be resigning to the pressures and cynicism of modern times. My message here tonight, my most heartfelt belief, can best be summed up in a line taken loosely from Alfred Tennyson. It is not too late to build a better world. I'm not going to unveil a program for worldwide political reform. The blueprint I propose starts not on a global scale, but with the individual. I propose 4 steps to laying the foundation. 1. Our country is slowly being taken over by glitz, image over substance. We choose our political leaders the same way we choose our breakfast cereal. Campaign managers and advertising agencies start out with the assumption that we're stupid. Everyone sees this, so why does it still work? Because we let it. If we want a better world, we have to make the extra effort to see beneath the smile, behind the slogan. When television throws garbage at you, turn it off. If you see a stupid commercial, don't buy the product. If we don't start fighting this blitzkrieg soon, the day may come when we'll have Michael Jackson as president. Awareness helps too. Awareness helps too. One can't hide from the world's problems under an umbrella of ignorance. Secondly, we must take responsibility for ourselves, our education, our actions, our individual direction. We have to sooner or later. The Parents Network can't be expected to keep tabs on us much past the age of 22 or 23. What we make of ourselves is entirely up to us. Thirdly, I hate to use cliches, but I am also convinced that honesty is the best policy. There's enough deceit in the world already. We need not add to it. Besides, in modern times, honesty will probably make a person pleasantly conspicuous. Finally, if we want a better world, we must be open-minded to new ideas and experiences. In the words of Bob Dylan, "He who isn't busy being born is busy dying." There are new things to be seen and learned everywhere, all the time. Regardless of circumstance, never be afraid of an idea. It is not too late to build a better world, but it's getting later. Which brings me to a few last thoughts. In the coming years, don't think back too much on high school. Sure, there were good times, but living in the past can ruin the present and the future. We've made mistakes, but time marches on with no regrets, and so must we. I had planned at this point to recite extensively from Ulysses in the original Greek, but alas, there is no time. So onward. My fellow graduates, I salute your spirit and your achievement. I sincerely wish all of you the best of luck in your future endeavors, and I will miss you. Thank you.
We are about to start another chapter in our lives. We've worked for 4 years to realize the dream of graduation. But what does reaching this goal mean? A lot of excitement surrounds the ceremony, yet graduation will bring about no magic transformations. Tomorrow we will be the same people as we were yesterday. So why is it that we have been deemed ready for the world? Well, theoretically, high school has helped us to deal with life, whether in the workforce or in the university. While we may not remember algebraic formulas or the battles of the Civil War 20 years from now, when we look back on our high school years, hopefully we will have learned to think critically and to get along. It's hard to fathom that we are the ones who will be America's future, but we are. Another important strength of this class is our ability to work together. I know that the class of 1987 will excel at this no matter where it is that we go. Why? Because we've grown together and we go together. This class has tremendous spirit. I recall us as freshmen at our very first pep rally. We were pretty pathetic. We didn't know what was going on. We were generally uninformed. We all figured out pretty quickly that that is just not the way to be. Well, that holds true for life, too. I commend this class for its incredible spirit and vitality. As we embark on a new leg of this journey called life, most of us will, of course, be striving for success. Success means many things and can be measured in many ways, the most common being money. But the key to success in our future will be the relative happiness we feel in whatever it is we choose to do. As we all go on, I hope that while we appreciate what we have accomplished in high school, we won't dwell on the past and that we'll live for the future. Go on, class of 1987, into the real world and live life to the absolute fullest. Thoreau once said, "I did not wish to live what was not life. Living was so dear. I wanted to live so sturdily and Spartan-like as to put to rout all that was not life." Go for it, class of 1987. Thank you.
In recognition of the outstanding academic scholarships, I present to you the life members of the California Scholarship Federation. Dominic Bertelli. Shauna Boomgarden. Laura Curry. Julie Burnett. Mildred Cook. Tracy DeRude. Robert Eggers. Christine Howell. Krista Klein. Monica Lerma. Alan Brawl. Wendy Reed. Iri Sato. Carrie Steinhauer. Nikki Swindle. Margaret Vashel. Dora Yamanaka. Each year, students compete in the National Merit Scholarship Program. I proudly present to you our National Merit Scholar finalist, Margaret Vashel.
As we approach our final moments today, we can reminisce over the fond memories of the first 18 years of our lives. For each of us, this beginning chapter has been a diverse one. Among us were those cherished by parental love and affection, while some fought against physical and emotional abuse to gain that love and affection. We battled against pressure for drugs, while around America, thousands like us lose the battle and their lives. And in Gilroy, we starve for junk food, while around the world are thousands starving for a piece of bread and shelter. As of today, we, the class of 1987, are graduating from our homey and secured Gilroy High School. Yes, we've won the ticket to the real world, the culmination of a 4-year career in academia. For some of us, it means filling out applications and joining our labor force to lower the unemployment rate. For many of us, it means it's time to pack the bags and say goodbye to our loved ones in Gilroy for another 4 years of career in academics. And finally, for others, it means preparing to answer that inevitable question, what next, with the classic reply, I don't know. But for all, it's time to take a deep breath, to catch one last look at the campus, sign yearbooks, and to eat one last slice of cheese bread. It means dressing up in a cap and gown and paying one last fee for our lost or damaged books to get out of this place. And finally, to the class of '87, graduation means the end of life as we know it on campus, and bittersweet memories of saying goodbye to the people you've known and the person you've been for 4 years. But as Sir Winston Churchill once exclaimed at the end of World War II, this is not the end. It is not even the beginning of the end. But it is perhaps the end of the beginning. And like this quote, the graduation is also an end of a beginning, the beginning chapters of our lives. We are given another chance to start over and to exercise what it means to be born free. And as we take that first step up the mountain, we will along with us take a sense of achievement, memories, and the person we've become with the promise of a new and better life. Until we meet again, from the bottom of my heart, I thank you and I love you, the class of '87. Thank you.
I'm honored to have the opportunity to speak tonight. There's much to be said on this landmark occasion, and I would like to use my time to address my classmates, the members of the class of 1987. This is my list of the top 10 things I would like to say to you, the graduating class. Number 10, a rolling stone gathers no moss. Number 9, edge your lawns. To some people, appearance may be more important than reality. Number 8, wear 100% cotton. Number 7, it is absolutely impossible to tip a cow. Number 6, never, I repeat, never spray aerosol hairspray at 7 a.m. on a bus coming home from an all-nighter in Disneyland. Number 5, to the half of you on my right, congratulations on the waves during graduation practice. And to the half of you on my left, get your act together, huh? Number 4, to the powder puffers. You're fabulous, every one of you. I love you all. Izzy, Boner, Peanut, Killer, Muffo, Monster Man, the 2 Live crew, everybody. Did we walk all over the juniors or what? Number 3, although we are leaving high school and our favorite English teachers, if there's one thing you remember, let it be this. It's an adverb. That's with an L-Y. We have not done real good, we've done really well. Number 2, be glad that you're here. Class of '87, this is our moment. Smile, glow, radiate. With our unity and all that we have accomplished here, we have indeed contributed to the future of our nation. We can make a difference. We have reason to be proud. Congratulations. And the number 1 thing I'd like to say to this graduating class is, when we reflect back on our high school years, let's ask ourselves, memories, like the corners of my mind, misty watercolored memories, like the way we were. Could it be that it was all so simple then? Or has time rewritten every line? If we had a chance to do it all again, tell me, could we? Would we? Thank you, and I wish you all the best of luck.
Judge Spencer Williams was appointed to the office of the United States District Judge for the Northern District of California on July 29, 1971. During his 15.5 years on the federal branch, Judge Williams has handled approximately 4,800 cases and authored 153 published and thousands of unpublished district court opinions. At the time of his appointment, Judge Williams was engaged in private practice in both Sacramento and San Jose. Before entering private practice in 1970, Judge Williams had served from 1967 to 1970 on Governor Ronald Reagan's cabinet as Secretary of the State of California's Human Relations Agency, which is now called the Health and Welfare Agency. Judge Williams has served as County Counsel of Santa Clara County from 1955 to 1967 and as Deputy Counsel from 1950 to 1955. During his time as County Counsel, Judge Williams was elected President of the California District Attorneys Association from 1963 to 1964 and the President of the National Associations of County Civil Attorneys. Judge Williams is a veteran of the Naval Service in the Pacific during World War II and of the Korean conflict. He is a graduate of UCLA, where he was a member of the basketball team, later graduating from Bolt School of Law, which he received his Doctor of Jurisprudence degree in 1948. It is my pleasure to introduce to you the Honorable Judge Spencer Williams.
Thank you, Mr. Zavino, for that very nice introduction. My speech is to the new graduates who are over here. I want to say to them, congratulations on your graduation. And you also, congratulations. And congratulations also to the faculty, and to the staff, and to your family and parents who contributed so much to you all being here on this occasion. But particularly, congratulations to all 338 of you who are about to receive your diplomas. Wow. It took a long time getting here. It seemed like an eternity, didn't it? 12 years of schooling is a long time, but you finally made it. But the big question is, what's next? Where do you go from here? I don't mean tonight, I mean just generally. Every life has a number of major occurrences that make substantial changes in the direction of one's life. They're major happenings, and everyone has them. Many such happenings come to mind. The first, after being born, of course, is starting school. Yes, starting kindergarten. Look back on how your own life changed when you started school. Your daily routine changed. You expanded your circle of friends. You had to learn to get along more. Other common major happenings are graduation from high school, leaving home, whether to take a job or go to college in another city or go into the military, getting married, becoming a parent or grandparent, and many more. Of all these, graduating from high school is one of the most important major events of one's life. And I mean that for each graduate here tonight. It's a time for taking stock of where you've been and where you're going, to look back and see how you've done, and look forward and ask yourself, what will I make of my future? You are making adult decisions about yourselves. Oh, you'll get lots of advice from lots of people. But when you get right down to it, you have to make the decision, and it may well be the first truly adult decision you've ever had to make. And mark my word, your decision will have long-term effects on the rest of your life. You are at a crossroads. just as I was at that same crossroads 48 years ago, just as our founding fathers were there at another crossroads 200 years ago. And no matter how bright and promising things look when you are standing at one of those crossroads, the uncertainty and the current local and world problems seem to dominate one's attention. Today we hear a lot of talk about trouble in the Persian Gulf, of the war between Iraq and Iran, of the conflict in Central America, and constant tensions with the Russians. Are we going to have a war? And we hear terrifying reports about AIDS, that it may reach epidemic proportions, that it will directly or indirectly affect each one of us. And we hear about problems of the economy. Will there be a job out there for you when you want one and when you need one? 48 years ago, there was a war in Europe, and we wondered if we were going to get into it. And we had the draft, and we have problems with the economy, and we had a dread disease too. It was called infantile paralysis. It struck and crippled many, many young people, some being compelled to live out their lives in iron lungs. Today we call it polio. But we had no vaccine then. Thank God science solved that menace, as hopefully it will solve the AIDS menace. 200 years ago, our founding fathers were dealing with the terrible inadequacies of our fledgling government and were drafting a new constitution. Their problem was how to preserve the freedom and precious liberty that had been won at enormous cost of lives and dollars during the Revolution, and still to be able to protect the ideals so beautifully expressed in the Declaration of Independence, signed and published 11 years earlier. Alexander Hamilton expressed at that time his worries and his fears as he stood at his crossroad with the other authors of the Constitution. He said, and I paraphrase it for you, "Everything that could go wrong has gone wrong. We owe money to our citizens and to other nations that we cannot repay. Our nation is in disorder, our people living in poverty." Things did seem pretty bleak. So what did they do about it? They worked, and they argued, and they dreamed, and they compromised, and they drafted the Constitution, the greatest document any committee has ever created. They truly performed a miracle. They created a form of government based on a set of ideals that has allowed our nation to become great and powerful while still zealously guarding the rights and freedoms of each individual citizen, no matter how insignificant. And you know why it succeeded? Why? Because there are no insignificant citizens. Every person is guaranteed and does in fact receive equal protection under the law. And every person is entitled to the same opportunities for self-advancement and achievement and the pursuit of happiness. George Washington, in his first inaugural address, called it a noble experiment, and it has worked for 200 years. The Constitution, of course, does not guarantee equal happiness, but equal right to pursue it. It does not guarantee equal wealth, but equal rights to seek it. And whether you pursue happiness or wealth or pursue anything else, your success depends on you. Y-O-U. The speaker at my high school graduation in a small farming community in New Hampshire, that was 48 years ago, was a local minister, the Reverend Babb. I remember him well. He was a real hell, fire, and damnation orator of the old school. When he described hell, you could not only see it, you could feel the heat. Anyhow, he gave us a message, two messages, I remember to this day, messages that have vastly influenced my own life. And I would like to share them with you. In this small New Hampshire community, a farmer's wealth was measured by the number and condition of the barns he could build and fill every year. The Reverend Babb's first message was for us to look beyond that last barn. There is more to life than working for material gain. I interpreted and applied his remarks as meaning there's more to be gained from life than wealth. There is pleasure and happiness to be had in your lifetime that has nothing to do with wealth or power. One of the early great golfers in America, Walter Hagen, was quoted as saying, "Don't forget to smell the flowers along the way." Same thing. In his second message, Reverend Babb said that life is like walking through a dark forest at night with a flashlight. If you shine that light too far ahead, you'll stumble and fall over the roots and stones at your feet. And if you shine the light at the roots and stones at your feet, you'll get lost because there'll be no direction to your walk. And to that I'll add my own thoughts on the subject. Life is like swimming in the ocean. Sometimes the ocean is tranquil, peaceful, and calm, and sometimes it gets very rough. When the ocean gets rough, there's no way you can control the surf, but you cannot let the surf control you. When the big wave comes, you have to either hit it head on by diving through the wave, or riding over the top, or on occasion, by body surfing them toward the beach. You have to make a split-second decision. But if you are undecided, and some of you may have already experienced this, the wave will pick you up and slam you on the ocean floor. You may not be able to control the problems of your life, but you'll have to deal with them, and you can't let those problems control you. For some of you, graduation is a result of hard work, commitment, and discipline. To others, it was a breeze. To you workers, I say, most of the things in life that are worthwhile will require hard work. You will have other challenges in your lifetime, and you will succeed due to the training and discipline you learned here at Gilroy High School. To those who believe high school has been a breeze, don't plan to just breeze through life, because you'll miss too much, even if you could just breeze through life. If the goals you set don't challenge you enough, set higher goals. Find out just how good you really are. It's important to know how good you really are, and you'll never know unless you test yourself. You might be surprised. There is no substitute for the pleasure of doing your very best and knowing it's your very best. By working hard to achieve something that means a great deal to you. And when you have done it and achieved it, you will realize, if you have not already done so, that it's not what you achieve, but the achieving that brings the greatest satisfaction. I have held some responsible jobs in my lifetime, and none more so than my present job as a federal judge. My decisions affect the lives, liberty, and property of many people, some adversely, some favorably. Every lawsuit has a winner and a loser. So this is a very serious business, very, very heavy. But I tell my staff that while we must take our jobs seriously, we must not take ourselves too seriously. So we enjoy our work and our life, and I wish you the same, you graduates. Don't be reluctant to work hard, and don't be afraid to have some fun along the way. Best wishes and Godspeed.
That aren't here tonight, we congratulate those that are. Mr. Zermino, I'd like to present to you the classy class of '87.
Ladies and gentlemen, Board of Trustees, Superintendent Noonan, it is my pleasure to certify to you that these students before you have fulfilled all requirements set forth by the State of California and the Board of Trustees of the Gilroy Unified School District. Mr. Noonan, I present to you the 1987 graduating applause.
By the authority vested in me by the state of California and by the Board of Trustees of the Gilroy Unified School District, it is my privilege to receive the graduating class of 1987. And by that act, I now announce that the graduating class of 1987, you are now the graduates of 1987.
Matthew Bertelli. Christine Ann Howell. Ine Sato. Margaret Hoover Bashel. Dora Jean Yamanaka. Julie Lynn Burnett. Tracy Ann DeRue. Carrie Ann Steinhauer. Laura Janine Burdick. Wendy Lee Reed. Monica Ann Lerma. Nikki E. Swindle. Krista Sophia Clyde. Robert Allen Eggers. Shauna Boomgarten. Alan Richard Kroll. Mildred Isabel Cook. Noreen Yumi Sokai. Isidro Mangiana. Vicky Freitas. Perla Zabeda. Linda Joanne Fries. Juan Manuel Olmos. Elaine Lynn Lopez. Richard Seculo. Alicia Diaz. Richard Sotelo. Virginia Lucio. Leonard Vaca. Denise Marie Ramirez. Charles Gonzalez. Socorro Gomez Olmos. Juan D. Cerda. Esther Martinez. Joe Torres. Cara Marie Allen. Robert Anthony Reyes. Lisa Nadler.
Jeff Martin Garcia. Teresa Blish. Christian Wahlberg. We have one of the Gatlin brothers, Jeff Gatlin. Bobby Lanrader. Thomas Allen Alexander. Jill Stacy Steinmetz. Robert D. Padron. Deborah Sue Gleaner. Elialdo Ruiz Mena. Robin Michelle Jones. Corey Arthur Trevino. Pamela Jean Deeds. Christopher Allen Markey. Maranella Carrillo. Craig Anthony Rubio. Nicole Ann Ozuna. Celestino Menchaca. Harpreet Kaur. James Allen Martison. Virginia D. Pena. Efren Martinez. Chandra Ann Rodriguez. Tony number 7 Alanis. Julie Marie Yeji. Tracy Moonlighting Day. Elizabeth P. Pave. Stephen Paul Wheeler. Alicia Victoria Atkins. James Cougar-Bound Cooper. Angela C. Bota Serrano. Elias Joseph Odola, not 1, not 2, but number 3. Teresa Michelle Koth. And Robert Pia.
Rena Marie Boswell. Eddie Rosario. Lori Michelle Camino. Thomas A. Muniz. Wendy Sue Yathers. Thomas James Pollock. Jill Elise Ramirez. Lisa Marie Larson. Anthony Aaron Carlin. Lori Chavez. Gary Christopher Stauble. Lainey Lee Rawitzer. Courtney D. Larson. Karen June Chesterman. Danny Garcia. Anita Pauline Charvis. Jim Sands. Michelle Lynn Tiller. David Craig. Kathleen Marie Beckley. Manuel Solano. Michelle Keck. Richard Anthony Ayala. Gail Roche. Marty Vasquez. Robin Jane Haynes. Troy Joseph Tarble. Deborah Lee Bellis. Daniel Mark Kinoshita. Stacy Ann Eaton. Nicholas Grew. Rosalind Carol Pearson. Gary Harrison. Edith Felix. David Manson. Yvonne Guzman.
Jeff Payton. Carrie Lynn Adamson. David the Guitar Mendez. Joanne Marie Perez. Trevor David Flores. Nolilia Moreno. Joseph Brian Geminoni. Terry McKinley. Daryl Haley. Denise Lorraine Palmer. Frank T. Rodriguez. Tammy Renee Swanson. Eli Kessick. Jennifer Stoughton. Chris Schultz. Patricia White. Thomas Walker. Lisa Edna Morales. Robert Lerma. Kristen D. Freeman. Eric Andrew Vine. Dawn Michelle the Dancer Fashion. Darren Vaughn the Actor Carter. Anna Marie Lopez. Marshall Anderson. Paula Sanchez Garcia. Gino Pardini. Denise Francis Cephalou. Roger Aguirre Jr. Joanna Drake. Michael Spencer. Charmaine Marie Bionesi. Pedro Pete Tapia. Ginger Ann Smith. Raul Arnold Tellez. And Jessica Shakespeare Santana.
Catherine Friedrich. Scott Burr. Cami Mache Bratcher. Michael Wall. Jennifer Betrez. Frank Damian Hazler. James Steinmetz. Brad Griffin. Christina Bernadette Hernandez. Peter Pham. Kathy Vaca. Rob Katashima. Maria Cavazos. Peter Jimenez. Lourdes Hernandez. Robert Castrolon. Sherry Lynn Salachi. Adolfo Sanchez. Greg Villegas. Alexander Lawrence Ceros. Very little. Charles B. Smurthwaite. Ronald P. Cannon. Paul Edward Culver. Steve Oakes. James Sefton Jr. John Chung. John Signoroti.
Miguel Morphine. Makiko Hatakiyama. Harold Trey Solomon. Christina Flores. Francisco Martinez. Gloria Isabel Hardeen. Jeff Williams. Laura Jimenez. Daryl Shudo. Christina Alvarez. Anthony Robert Portillo. Art Tomasetti. Anete Litona. Ray Erickson. Elena Ortiz. Duncan Njokovic. Valerie Lynn Pacheco. Mark Samara. Rochelle Diane Tankersley. Nick Garcia. Sonia Alonso. James Russell Heiser. Fanny Fong. Javier Ramirez. Christina Lynn Matthews. Jaime Avalar. Elizabeth Gail Kabashi. Ruben Guajardo. Melissa Chavez. Jack Thomas Hurley. Susie Clark. Paul Boss. Nanette Marie Leduc. Todd Clay Sutton. Albertina Flores.
Steven Olivares. Laura Sockrider. Dan Gorman. Donna Maria Frost. Robert Michael Ochoa. Monique Caterina Sanchez. David Allen Thomas. Crystal Marie Archegay. Michael Gaspari Lavorsi. Tina Marie Ramirez. Craig Southern. Pamela Christine McGee. Eddie A. Garza. Ginger Warfield. John Glenn Lawrence. Elizabeth Orube. Charlie Bedoya. Kylie Marie Hopegard. Robert Mancuso. Catherine Kindersky. Mario Fregoso. John Luis Soto. Gina Folks. Larry Guerrero. Stacy Haro. Joseph Escamilla. Deborah Epling. Jean Castillo. Shannon McCann. Brian Carn. Jennifer Joe Pate. Richard Hernandez. Catherine Renee Dexter. Craig Porter. Brenda Harriet.
Gennaro Hector Lugo Jr. Krista Hagenbach. Todd James Taylor. Ann Wojon. George Mina. Angela Dawn Wonker. John Christopher Sabalos. Lisa Marie Norden Mann. David Anthony Gonzalez. Kelly Michelle Goit. Anthony Caparuso. Sheila Acusta. Matthew Engine. Engen. Lisa Marie Bentoncourt. Ricardo Espinoza. Suzanne Saucedo. Jason Peter Wishman. Margie Ann Barney. Edward Vasquez. Gina Aguirre. Michael Cole. Carolyn Faye Steyer. Philip Swanzon. Lucia Vargas. Mark James Loomis. Shannon Leslie Hill. Alexander Scott Keller. Rhonda Joanne Chafee. Sean Danon Johnson. Michelle Sandra Davis. Matthew John Bardrick. Elizabeth Ann Kaiserman. Mark Witt. Lori Ann Toroy. Mike Connor. Milton M. Antrim.
Cynthia Marie Huerta. Richard Allen Fortino. Carla L. Bullen. Mark H. Lawrence. Greg Joseph Orlando. Anna P. Manoso. Peter Cruz. Margaret Claire Robbins. Sean McHouston. Stacy Ann Peoples. Fred John Vasquez. Stacy Michelle Odell. Antonio Garcia. Kimberly Lorraine Potter. And Selma Guadalupe Dominguez. Lisa Louise O'Neill. Dennis Lee Tune II. Melissa Catherine Shutt. Stephen Wayne Bird. Isabel Straub. Gregory Scott Gillen. Allison Smith. George Delgado. Kimi Huddleston. Kevin Patrick Kehoe. Julia Ann Benson. Kevin Alexander Platt. Kim Rowan. Michael L. Trotter. Jerry Leone. Cordell Baker. Claudia Cavazos. Michael Delander. Kelly D. Jacobs. Steve Shively. Eddie Alanis. Dave Chang. Joey Gong. Horacio Murillo Gaeta. Robert Randolph Strickland. Timothy William Collis. Travis K. Smith. Peter Bruton. Scott Card.
Please stand. Dear Lord, at this special time in our lives, we would like to thank you for seeing us through these 4 years here at Gilroy High. As we are about to leave its security to make a place for ourselves in this world, we ask you for your continued guidance. We thank you for these years we've spent here, years of friendship, struggles, love and learning, years that have seen a bonding amongst this very special class of '87, and years that have seen a maturing of both individuals and the class as a whole. We thank you for our teachers and mentors, parents and family, all of which have helped us to make our years here worthwhile. Amen.